Insane left-wing woman suffering from Trump derangement syndrome claims that Trump is gonna start another Holocaust. Hello everyone, this is Mr. Obvious, and today on Twitter, we're gonna talk about the funniest stuff I've ever seen.
I'm here to report that there's this guy named Rick, and I kid you not, he turns himself into a pickle. He's called Pickle Rick. Funniest shit I've ever seen.
Let's roll the footage.
No, I'm not exactly the voice that people need to be hearing right now.
I don't know what she means by this, but I believe she is a Jewish woman. And I really hate this idea that we're not allowed to speak up, we're not allowed to talk about important issues if we aren't a certain class, creed, or type of person. I assume she's talking about Black Lives Matter and the protests that are going on right now, including the riots, the lootings, and all the chaos. But I think that if you're an American, and if you're a person in general, you have a human right to speak your voice. It's a little known concept known as freedom of speech.
In fact, I need more confirmation that this is real. I've gotten some, but I need more confirmation that this is real.
Now, when I first saw this video, I did think it was a joke, but turns out it's real. It gets better.
Trump supporters got an email that said that this email is for patriots only. You've been identified as one of President Trump's fiercest and most loyal defenders, and according to your donor file, you'd make an excellent addition to the Trump army. It goes on to tell them that they would get a limited edition camo Keep America Great hat, to let them know that you are the president's first line of defense when it comes to fighting off the liberal mob. I don't know if you know, Hitler made Jews wear yellow stars. This feels like the reverse of that.
When I first saw this footage, as I said before, I thought it was a troll. I thought there was no way in heck that anyone like this could exist. Could someone truly, like, even if they're a left-winger, even if they're like a SJW, a social justice warrior, I thought that there was no way anybody in the world could possibly be like this, but you know what? I was wrong. Ooh-wee, I was wrong. So let's just take a look here, because there's a lot of things I want to talk about regarding this Trump derangement syndrome that seems to be taking over the left wing in bigger ways than ever before. I mean, I think you all remember that famous video of a woman screaming at the sky because Trump won the election.
Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States.
For their gracious aid
I am so sorry to my world. I am so sorry to my world. This is not what we want.
We will face.
So my immediate thought is there's something really wrong with these individuals. Like, I'm not a professional, even though I do study a lot of psychology on my own. So all I can give you is my opinion. And in my opinion, these people are not mentally well, to say the least. So this was posted by Cassandra Fairbanks. The video itself is making the rounds, and I initially ignored it because I thought it couldn't possibly be real. But that's where this gets funnier. Okay. Cassandra Fairbanks says, "It's real," laughing emoji. And what do you know? We have yet another TikTok video here. Now, first of all, I'm gonna tell you, I think TikTok is kind of cancer, but maybe that's just a 30-year-old boomer in me talking, because I don't understand these new apps. But let's take a look, because, this person needs a doctor.
Okay, so for me, at least, this one friggin' blew up. And you'll notice that I also posted some other ones, all concerning the same thing, but that's not how the algorithm works, so I have been told. So here's what basically went down. Me, a Jewish woman, saw swastikas, all lives matter, lots of propaganda, lots of...
So, I just want you to reflect on that. So apparently this is a Jewish woman, right? And she is saying that she saw lots of propaganda like bad symbols from World War II, and all lives matter. Now, let me ask you a question. Why is all lives matter considered a bad phrase? You're literally saying all lives matter, and all lives do matter. To a varying extent, let's be honest. And essentially, there's really nothing wrong with that phrase. There's nothing wrong with saying that all lives matter, unless you think that all lives don't matter. You know, it's a really interesting phenomena you see with the modern day left. You know, these liberal types who are obsessed with the big bad orange man. So much so that they're suffering from TDS. Now, perhaps I did not explain this earlier, but this is essentially what TDS is. TDS stands for Trump Derangement Syndrome. Is a term for criticism of negative reactions to United States President Donald Trump that are perceived to be irrational and have little regard towards Trump's actual policy positions or actions undertaken by his administration. The term was originally coined, I believe, by a mental health care professional. Now I cannot show you the Urban Dictionary version of this word because it has been hijacked by left-wingers suffering from Trump Derangement Syndrome. Did I ever tell you the definition of irony? As all of these basically try to say that Trump Derangement Syndrome is actually what Trump supporters suffer from because they don't think the orange man is bad like me, an enlightened left-wing liberal. Well, let's take a look at what the enlightened left-wing liberal has to say.
Other World War II kind of Hitler-y stuff. And so I also saw this email saying that Trump supporters can donate to get this hat to form an army. A clarifying thing that I found out from people is that just because you are a registered Republican does not mean that you got this email, but if you donated to the Trump campaign, then you got the email.
So, you know, I'm not a medical professional, so I cannot give you a diagnosis, but part of me wonders if this person maybe has a unique worldview. You know, I get a little bit of sense of the tism, but my opinion aside, and no disrespect, I don't mean any disrespect here, I'm just trying to say that I've noticed that this person seems to take everything extremely literally without any understanding of context, metaphors, or figures of speech. And let me show you what I mean. I know what she's talking about. She's talking about the email that you get if you vote for Trump or donate to Trump at any time. So I've got a copy of it right here, and we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look. Now, I get these emails all the time. I've cropped this image to protect my personal information, and this is a direct screenshot from one of those emails. Here you can see. This email is for patriots only. You've been identified as one of President Trump's fiercest and most loyal defenders, and according to your donor file, you'd make an excellent addition to the Trump army. Now, for anyone with half a brain, you know, anyone who's sane, is not suffering from derangement syndrome here of Trump, you would know that these are figures of speech. This email is for patriots only, implying that if you donated to Trump, well, you must be a patriot. Yeah, it's marketing. That's what this email is. You know, you're buttering me up, calling me a patriot, saying I should join the Trump army. It's a figure of speech. The Trump army is not a literal army. The literal army would be the United States Army. Okay, so the rest of the email says, when you become a member of the Trump Army today, we'll give you access to a get our never-before-seen limited edition camo Keep America Great hat. So basically it's saying, we're looking for donations. If you donate, you could get this cool hat. It's a limited edition. Cool, right? This is just marketing. They're trying to fundraise. Literally every president and every politician sends out these kinds of emails, all appealing to the receiver, hopefully to get a donation. The president wants you and every other member of our exclusive Trump army to have something to identify yourselves with, and to let everyone know that you are the president's first line of defense when it comes off to fighting the liberal mob. Oh, I love it, right? Meme warriors. But you gotta understand, the Trump administration is a master of dank memes, aka memes, and marketing. So this is part of their marketing. It's meant to be appealing. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to get you involved in the political process. And actually, I think it's a good thing, because politics is important. What we vote for is what we live under. You know? People don't understand how important politics actually is. So they go on to say these limited edition American-made hats are for Trump Army members only. So do not pass this information on to anyone. Okay, well, obviously. That's reverse psychology, I would guess. And also to make you feel special, but whatever. You know, it says please contribute $35 or more right now to join the Trump Army, and we'll send you your very own camo Keep America Great hat. Pretty cool. Now, I would jump on this, like, fine and dandy, but I don't wear hats. I don't really like hats. But if they hit me up with something else, like some sort of pin, or I don't know, something cool, I might be into it. So that's my interpretation as someone who doesn't have Trump derangement syndrome, and I want you to look at this person's interpretation.
Hitler did something very, very similar, but sort of in the reverse order by making Jewish people wear a yellow star, whereas now we are asking Trump supporters to distinguish themselves with this special hat. So yes, this freaked me out, and it should freak you out too, because he is identifying who to protect rather than just labeling the enemy.
Honestly, I'm kind of speechless here. This person is literally claiming that Trump is he's comparing him to one of the bad men of history, right? At least one of the bad men that are remembered in history. You never hear about Stalin or Mao or Mussolini, who by a lot of measures, some of those guys are way worse. But she's saying that, this is the reverse. They're going to put the hats on the guys to protect, and everyone else will be attacked and taken down or whatever. That's insane. That's literally insane. Have you actually looked at Trump's policies? They're not even that conservative. They're kind of like, I think it's been said he's like a business sort of Democrat policy-wise. I mean, yeah, he's had a lot of good common sense conservative economic policies. He's actually a bit of both. He's had a bit of both, right? But I think a lot of people don't understand that Trump has actually done a pretty good job as president, and contrary to what the deranged leftists actually believe, he's not out to get you, right? Of course, he doesn't want you to walk all over him and to ruin America for all of us. You're insane.
I'm Michael Jordan. Stop it. Get some help.
It's really amazing to me that that's how far gone some of these people actually are. So with this, you really learn what having Trump derangement syndrome is like. Like, you can literally look at an innocent email that's just like good marketing, that's fun and whimsical and whatever, like, please donate and we'll give you a free hat, and you're helping out the campaign because we're fundraising right now, because that's part of the political process, and literally every single candidate for anything in our government does the same thing. You don't think Joe Biden sends out these emails that are saying something like, we have to stop the big bad orange man, Donald Duck. Please donate today. With this, we can defeat Rump. Where was I again? Oh yeah, the fundraiser. Please raise money for Obama. I'm sure Joe Biden sends out those emails all the time. And of course people are replying. Tiff says, the TDS is strong with this one. No argument there. Bridget Fetasy says, people are absolutely gonna lose their effing minds if he wins again. They've already lost it. And some people are just in complete and utter denial. Amanda says, she's a MAGA, right? This is a joke? Please don't tell me this is real, please. Just lie to me if you have to. I honestly want to believe that this is fake. I want to believe that it's a troll and that she's just really dedicated to her art. The art of the shitpost. And let me tell you, that is the highest form of art known to man. But looking at the world today and looking at the rhetoric of the modern day left and looking at the insanity, I just gotta say, you know what? As much as it pains me, it's probably real. Law and Order, Melissa says, I can't tell what is parody anymore. Well, I guess that's because we live in clown world. But you know what, my friends? That's pretty much the story. Insane liberal suffering from Trump derangement syndrome says something absolutely insane. No, Trump is not starting another Holocaust. He's just a politician, and a pretty good one. But that's merely the obvious. Well, that's all for now, folks. What do you think about this story? Holy moly. Let me know what you think down below in the comment section. Now, as always, if you want to support the work I do, you can join me on Patreon or Subscribestar. If you want to donate, there's Donorbox and Bitcoin. All those links are down below in the description. And of course, have you ever wanted to join a crusade to retake the Holy Land? Just to make this clear, this is all a metaphor. Introducing the Deus Vult Night Classic t-shirt. Visit the link down below and my merch store. And of course, if you like this video, consider sharing it with your friends. Show everyone what Trump derangement syndrome is really like. Anyhow, thanks for watching. This has been Mr. Obvious, and I'll see you all next time.